Press start. Hello there, Fox. Let's see if YouTube goes live without a hitch. Good, and there it is. YouTube is live as well. Wonderbra, wonderbra. Quickly get their stuff rolling. Wrong way to share. Go. Here. Now we will be right back in about 10 to 15 minutes because I still have stuff to do. And that's what we will do. So, be right back. Hello there, everybody! Hello there, hello there, hello there! How are we doing today? I guess we get started, because today is the last day of Shion Zanza most likely, and it is going to be a switcheroo in the middle of the evening most likely. So, let's get going. Really loud claps today. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 10 of Final Hanantasy 14. Well, today is Friday. I would like to press the button, but I don't want to be copyrighted. I mean, this Friday right here. This one and this one. If you know, you know. If you don't, well, you should by this point, really. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, episode 10. Today is most likely the last day of Shion Zanza, which means let's hop on in. We are standing right before the copperbell mines, and let's get into it. The first episodes of the Final Fantasy series should come online tomorrow, which would be the 18th of April. The thumbnails have been done, etc., and our dear Shion is not on the thumbnail. The future character XIV is on the thumbnail, because I have to play the unfortunate YouTube game of putting my damn face on the thumbnails. However, I didn't want to do that for the Final Fantasy 14 thing, but the thumbnails really do need a face, because that's just what works in the algorithm, and that is what basically is demanded to play the game. And I basically put on, well, Shion's face, or rather XIV's face, on the thumbnails, so the Final Fantasy thumbnails will not have me on the thumbnail, because I really don't want that. I will have Shion slash Zanza on there, so that's really cool. Let's head on over to the Copperbell Mines. Let's make the music a little bit louder, and then we shall be off for today. Alrighty. So, let's see if we get fired, right, for being an Onga Bonga. Let's see if we get kicked on today's evening. Most likely this was just a one-off. I actually have never been kicked from a dungeon before in the past 10 years, most likely. And yeah, we'll just keep on moving. I know you're not supposed to run in a circle in Final Fantasy, because the auto attack will hit you, but there is a microsecond where they will not attack you, and honestly most AoE is not available in the beginning. I would agree, however, that in the very end of the game, running around is completely unnecessary once you have the proper mitigation, that is. We don't yet, so we run around in a circle, and let's just see what happens here, right? And I didn't read the box, but he basically said, oh, it's you! And let's join the Copperbell Mines. Tank privilege is on it again. And let's get on in, and let's smash the Copperbell to pieces. Let's smash the Copperbell to pieces. We're gonna watch every single cutscene. So even though some cutscenes are really long, and I do apologize for the people in the dungeon, but this is a story playthrough, therefore we're gonna look at every single cutscene. Some of them are actually really long. So let's get going. We have a low-level Lancer, we have a low-level Conjurer. We might want to be a little bit cautious. Is that truly a beginner? No, he is not. Does he have a higher healer, though? No, he has not. So this is quite the fresh healer that we have here. Speaking of search info, well, we don't need to scale this window, because we're gonna scale the other character instead pretty soon. Alrighty, so let's grab that key that no one is grabbing. This Lancer seems to be not new. And this is a new character, but I don't think he is new, because he knew where to go instinctively. However, you know what? Trial by fire, right? Trial by fire, because why the hell not? He's not sprinting. That's a mishap, obviously. Oh, he is sprinting now. Okay. He is sprinting, so let's go. Unfortunately, I popped a cooldown, which is obviously not great. They are indeed far, far behind. So let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's stay here. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Are we getting a heal? I saw that arrow flying towards me. And I am receiving... And this is why I run away, because I would have died had I not run away. So there is merit to running away. There is merit to running away, because you are indeed receiving less damage. So there is just this tiny little movement that is happening that you receive indeed less damage. Did he just cast stone? If he's truly attacking as a healer, then he's definitely a little bit used to healing. But apparently no, he's not casting any stone. He's just casting, well, regular healing. So, let's get on over with. They are not sprinting, so that is indeed an issue. That didn't hit? What? That didn't hit? You serious? Now all I see is cure, so this healer is not attacking, so let's just be lenient to it. Ah, there was a stone. I saw that. So he tries to attack. I saw the stone. The name is terrible. If you watch the World of Warcraft series, I think shaming the name, shame the name is actually a valid thing. DG Production. I don't know, that's a weird name for an adventure. And we heard a Discord thing. So, do I say hi Fox? Or does she have audio problems again? She's not telling me, and therefore I receive an angry message on WhatsApp pretty soon. I see a finger holding. She's not holding the small finger though. And I see a smile. So, can we actually hear the fox?
Yes, I couldn't hear you, and I thought I was having the same problems as yesterday, but it was just because my headphones weren't connected.
Have you tried turning it off and on again? Hey, that worked yesterday, I told you, and it worked.
No, yesterday it was actually giving, I don't know what happened. It's like I couldn't hear the tabs on Firefox, and Discord was sounding all tinny and weird. I don't know what happened, but yes, rebooting the computer worked.
We are right how rebooting a PC usually works. Fixes so many of my problems.
Back in the old days, we just have to kick it or hit it. You can't do that with a computer.
No, you actually never had to do that.
Yeah, TV doesn't work, just thump it on top.
Sure. Like Doom said, if violence is not the answer, use more violence. So
Yes.
How are we doing today?
I'm doing okay. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Hang on. Okay, it's Friday.
I told her to not do the woo-woo speech.
Okay, Friday would be a woo-woo speech, but I said Friday.
No,
in
you
a
said
British
Friday.
accent.
That's what
No, I
you
didn't
said.
say Friday. I never say Friday. That would have been a fly with an I. I said boy with an oi. Friday, mate. It's Friday, mate.
Sure,
Go down the pub on Friday.
you legal alien.
Yes. You're more British than I am, apparently.
That actually has been said to me, yes. Which
Yes.
is odd. Very odd.
Okay, let me put...
I also I also was told I have a very German accent.
Really?
Yes.
That's surprising. Funny that.
Yeah, I actually have been told that my English is very German.
Okay.
Which
Funny that.
I don't think that is actually the truth, because I think my English is actually quite decent these days.
Well, except when you say key.
Key? Quay?
Key.
Quay?
Yes, quay.
No, but really, like, if I want to do the German accent, I kennst du's ja. When we talks English, we have this accent, and we always say it's a words very funny. Like,
Yes,
that's
you sound like an English person pretending to be German.
Yes. But I don't actually think I have a very German English accent. And I'm not even trying, like, I talk like this. Which is terrible, I know, but I talk like
Yes,
this.
it's terrible. Yes. Especially when you try and do pirate accents.
Arr, matey there, arr, we are here in the copperbell mine, arr. And
Yeah,
then
see,
we
you
are...
turned Jamaican halfway through.
And then no, Jamaican is the cucumber. Minerals
Yeah,
very
sure.
high number, cucumber. Someone pressing the boom? Someone's pressing the boom. Two people are pressing the boom.
So it's a boom, 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 boom. And I won't go on.
We want Final Fantasy in the room. We see a blob together. Now we hit it forever.
Yes. Okay. I'll give you that one.
Doing songs on the fly is my specialty. Oh. Let's see if these guys do the melee thing, or are they going far, far off? Let's see.
Oh no,
Because
5 people.
your hitbox is actually tiny in this game, and you can keep attacking the boss, no problem.
Can I ask something?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm not streaming. Hang on. Let me
Yes,
stream.
you are not. And I need to put the game a little bit lower because I cannot hear you well.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
Yes.
Okay, if there's 5 players before me, okay, would you say 5 players in queue or 5 players in queue?
No, it's Q. It's 5 players in Q.
Queue.
No, it's Q.
But why
What?
is it queue but it can't be key?
Well, here's the thing. We can also pronounce English like it's written, right? So it's que, and then you have to pronounce say words correctly. No, correctly. Correctly.
We need to do
No, do. It's do.
Wahole Stream Call King Like this.
Sat.
It's impossible.
I mean, I san do tis.
Huh?
I mean, I
What?
can do this.
Okay. Oh, back to the freaking waking sounds. Seriously?
Pray return to the waking sounds.
No. No. I have a ticket.
But
I have a ticket.
from my point before, hitboxes in this game is actually like very, very, very tiny. And if you look at the hitbox of this mob right here, the actual hitbox is the center. So even though I am very close to this AoE, it's actually not hitting me. Because your hitbox is literally tiny. Like tiny, tiny, tiny. And you can use that to your advantage quite a lot in this game.
Where is the bastard?
Now,
he's
we
down
watch
there.
a cutscene, obviously.
Obviously.
Slaves no more! Free! Free! Was good.
Oop.
Flashbang. That's flashbang number 9, I think. Let's get going. Oh, did the berserk into the wrong order. Doesn't matter. Gigas the Great. Probably Gugus.
Oh, hello.
Funnily enough, guys, today, on recording this episode, the patch video for 7.5 got released, and we saw the newest ultimate raid, which is Kefka, and I'm very excited for Kefka. I can't unfortunately do it, but I'm very excited for Kefka, because Kefka is, I believe, the first one who introduced the lie mechanic to the game. And watching the lie mechanic in an ultimate form sounds very, very fun to me. So I'm gonna look at those ultimate raids most definitely. Alrighty. By the way, so we have beaten the enemy. Hey, hey, hey. That definitely looks like Darth Maul, if I have ever seen one. They're probably gone, so I can't commend them. Oh, no, you know what? Let's commend the healer. We have some fun stuff to equip here. No. Oh, yeah. Well, got everything. So, out we go. And I received one commendation. Oh, no after cutscene. Interesting. So back to Painted Mesa we go. Let's go. Would probably watch Fox's stream so I can catch when she looks at eye candy and we can show it on stream. I rewatched all of the episodes because I did the YouTube thumbnails, and I always try to find a screenshot out in the video in itself as used in the background for the thumbnails. And yeah, I immediately caught the fox multiple times looking at eye candy.
Multiple times. There's only 3 times.
Yes, multiple times. And we could probably do a supercut of that. The eye candy supercut.
Yeah, but you don't know what happens after you stop streaming.
Do we really want to know? Oh, the conqueror of the copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume. And Ulda will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I will share the good tidings with Papa Sean the next time I see him. As for you, you will want to report to Momodi. It will do the woman well to see you alive in one piece.
Want to put that chair straight.
Shut
so
your
bad.
mouth, you thieving little swine! You stole from me, and don't even think to deny it! Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing! I bought this! I paid it with my own coin! What rot! You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford a maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give it back what you stole. I'll make you wish you would never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades, you know? Help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. You agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require. The authorities needn't hear of your crime. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 as me witness. Spot the main character. Please, adventurer, help me. I beg of you. I swear on me mother's grave, I didn't steal nothing. So are we in Londinium now? I bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat me children to a nice meal. Time to kill some people. And who the hells are you when you're at home? The dog's master? Well, I'm kinda at dog / Hrothgar, so that was kind of double insulting. I've had enough of this mummer's farce. You lot teach them a lesson. Well, to that I say, Onga Bonga! Flashbang number 11. Come on, guys, fight with me. I am not scared of you guys. One dead. Second one dead. Yo, you wanna help? Oi, you wanna help? Oi, you wanna help? Oi. Oi. Oi! Oi! I'm trying to hit this guy. Well, I'm hitting the one behind me, but no matter. Oi! Bugger, bugger, bugger! Oh, they call me the backhanded warrior. And he did. I ain't getting paid enough for this. They're from the Defias Brotherhood. Hey! Where the hell do you think you're going? Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you thrice over. And the power of flashbacks and flashbangs. That is the 12th flashbang we've seen. I'm trying to count the flashbangs. Let's see how far that goes. I swear there was more refugees than when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since Calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the intermediate aftermath of the Calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes. And the problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it. It was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. but the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is it the same thing happening in other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Ulda has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, truly does. But I would be lying if I said I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we've always the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire, patrolling the streets for riffraff? It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you have no coin, you have no hope. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins! Get your dodo tenderloins! Guaranteed cheap as in Thanalan! Thank for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think Ulda is well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you will see no end to the misery and suffering. And that is... No, it faded to black. It faded to black. That's not a flashback. Madam, you're right. Oh, what now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? What? Saw her buy that meat, you say? That's absurd. Aye, as did I, leave the poor woman alone, you damned vulture. Who said that? The eye candy. The eye candy is in the background. I will overlook this, but just this once. Gods bless ye, adventurer. If ye hadn't come along when you did, who knows what monsters might have done. I don't bear thinking about it. So that was most likely the undercover boss, and now a camera team is going to zoom in on me, and then the person's gonna reveal, yeah, I'm the lord of district so-and-so, I'm an undercover cop, and you did that really well. Ever the selfless hero, I see. It has been a while, adventurer. I've been watching you closely ever since you flew out of Limsa Lobimsa. You discharged your duty as the Admiral's personal envoy with admirable humility, and you have displayed unfaltering courage in the face of danger ever since. Whensoever you came upon those in need, you gave them succor with no thought of personal gain. Well, I'm getting a quest reward, so that's kind of working out. In summary, you have demonstrated all of the qualities we seek in an adventurer. For reasons I cannot well explain, every deed seems invariably to serve the general good, whether you mean it to or not. It's a happy knack, and one which speaks volumes for your character. Yet for all your admirable qualities, it is your gift which intrigues me the most. I speak of the visions you experience. Visions like the one you had mere moments ago, if I'm not mistaken. I can provide you with the means to understand them. An acquaintance of mine is blessed with a self-same talent, you see. If you so desire, I can introduce you to her. She and I fight for a common cause. A cause which would greatly benefit from your support. If you would agree to lend us your strength, we should be glad to do all within our power to aid you in your personal endeavor. Think on my offer a while. Should you decide to accept it, pray speak with Momori. The pro-priestess of the quicksand is a close friend and ally of ours. Pray return to the waking sands. Inform her that you have been chosen by the science of the seventh dawn, and she will tell you where to find us. Do I get a sick tattoo as well? I'd like to put that tattoo on my left butt cheek, so if someone has to, like, check if I'm actually a scion, they're like, ah! And go back. Like, ah! Then they go back. Got a surprise waiting for ya. Do I smell flowers? Seems like that are becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry though, if you work hard, you will probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just go pestering me every time you graze your knee, eh? Because I do enjoy hearing of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Ah, Shion, sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh off the carriage adventurer. But gods, it's good to see you safe and well. Look at you, no one would have ever guessed you'd been hard at with the giants in the dark. You're every ilm, the adventurer Myun said you would be, Shion. The station master will be overjoyed when he hears the news. Oh, before I forgot, there's a lass here who wants to have a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. It's Edda! Thank you for sparing your time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name is Edda. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when I'm sorry. We were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Avir, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you from what you are, you see, an adventurous adventurer, and swore that he would be like you one day. Never meet your heroes, I guess. I believe he would have succeeded, had a fiend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I have thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the woman you are, and all that you have achieved, I find that I am inspired just as Avir once was. And so I decided to start again as an adventurer. And I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask for your name. Unomatumba, my name. Shion Sansa, I shan't forget. Thank you, Shion Sansa. I pray that we will meet again. I know well. Fare you well. Adventuring can be cruel blade in business. Time was I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot. Thought it would be a pain in the right ass looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post. And I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Shion. Well, I think Badaron kinda enjoys his position of an almighty, all-knowing power. I think Badaron is kinda like, yeah, it's fine. What did you say? You want to know about the science of the Seven Dawn? You're beginning to move in earnest, then. Listen, Shion. The Scions ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I can tell you what I can. So you want to know more about them then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise, I swear. If I painted certain death on the door and limitless wealth on the other one, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first. And then the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being an Uldan. Anyway, you don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust a Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who have made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Jon. Now I've been given the leave to tell you where to find the Scions, but you must promise to keep this information for yourself. As you can probably imagine, it is something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Tanalan. The place you're looking for is called the Waking Sands. Give your name to whatever's at the entrance, and you will be let in. If you're a woman in demand, Sion, and the days ahead promise to be busy, but I hope you won't forget about them as help you make into the adventurer you are. Drop in and tell them how you're faring from time to time, you hear? Right, well, I have said my piece. Off you go. Well, I have a certain dislike of whoever is greeting us in the Waking Sands. I
have a question about that, but I can't because I don't want to spoil or anything.
Okay, can you form the question in a way that is not spoilery?
There's a certain person that I like.
Yes.
That hasn't showed up again since what happened.
Uh-huh.
And I was wondering what happened to him.
I could tell you, but that would be so spoilery, so I'll try to frame it in a non-spoilery way. You will see him again.
Okay.
You will be quite surprised.
Okay.
And hopefully all is good that ends well. Hopefully.
No. All's well that ends well.
Something like that, yes.
Okay. My dude. I'm missing my dude. He's not around. He's gone missing. Missing in action.
Yes. What is another term for MIA, missing in action?
Absent without leave.
No. What is the meaning behind that word?
Missing in action. Oh. Yeah, they're war crimes.
No.
Victim of war.
No. Death. So...
Exactly.
Yes. That doesn't mean war crime if someone dies. This is not RimWorld.
I didn't want to say it that way, did I?
This is not RimWorld, where this happened on stream. It's probably around episode 14 or something in the RimWorld series. Like, this happened. We had horses as our primary transport, and you can breed horses to get more horses. Then we had a horse children, and the storyteller, Randy Random, dropped a meteorite on that freshly born horse and exploded it. Like, it literally said, foal was exploded by meteorite. And I was like,
was it the horses? What? Was it the horses that got exploded?
Yes, it was the foal that got exploded by the meteorite.
I thought it was
man, Randy. That was definitely mean. That was on purpose, yo. That was mean. Also, we had Randy is really mean in RimWorld. Basically, it's a storytelling simulator, RimWorld. That's the best description. And we had a new citizen arrive at our doorstep. So the map is a big giant square. So the citizen entered from the bottom, and a microsecond later, a cougar attack of 7 cougars spawned right next to that person, and he got a bad ending in like 10 seconds. He has never been to my base. My people have never seen this person, but they were extremely sad that one of our citizens died. That was kind of strange. Oh, yeah. Let's speak to that thing over there. Deep in the desert in my heart, lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst of you. Yeah!
I would like to sneak up on you like that. No, please be advised, this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to. Here at the behest of Ishtola? My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name?
That's the voice she had.
Shion Sansa. Ah, here you are.
I bid you welcome at the Waking Sands.
Headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tardaro. I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you.
And before we go down in the Waking Sands, there will be a lot of talking ahead of us, because every time we enter here, a lot of stuff is going to happen. So we're gonna wrap up the first episode. Thank you very much for watching for today's episode. This is the first episode of the stream. We're doing 3 episodes per stream. Twitch.tv/Hanazaki and YouTube.com/LivePlayHZTV. We are live on both platforms. We can see both of the chats. But if you want to be a Pokemon, just like here on the screen, and if you want to have your chat be visible, you can do that on the Twitch side. And if you just want to hang out and just want to chat, the YouTube side is there available as well. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Tell us what your favorite NPC is of this game and argue why it is the best one. And this is the manipulation that we're going to ask you to do to push this YouTube video above in the algorithm. Fox, what kind of advice would you give those people?
We return to the Waking Sands.
Gonna quickly go AFK. Gonna do this out.
I have to go into the bridge. Into the bridge. Clipping in the bridge. Oh, hey. Huh? Ah. Hi. Okay, so now where do I need to go? I need to go to Monument Tower. Where's Monument Tower? That way. From A to B to D to C. Hi, Snow Wolf. This isn't the right way. Okay.
Ooh. So the next episode is obviously let's visit the Waking Sand.
No, pray return to the pray not to return to the Waking Sands.
Well, that's gonna happen at some.
Yep.
Pray visit the Waking Sand. Apostrophes are not great for YouTube, so let's waking instead of waking. See if the capture is still working. Obviously not. Oh. And let's sleep. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, episode 11 of Final Hanantasy 14. Pray visit the Waking Sands. It is about time to go to the Waking Sands for 382,000 times 85,000 / 22. Something along that number we have to go into the Waking Sands. And let's go. Lots of cute scenes are awaiting us. But before we head on in, we are questy on level 17. Remember, at 18, we're gonna switch over to XIV, but we have to do our Marauder quest up to level 25. And some miscellaneous quests that I want to record on this character. And once the miscellaneous quests are done, we're gonna switch on over, because I don't actually want to miss out on anything. So let's talk to the Scion of the Seven Dawn right here. I take it you are Shion Sansa. Tataru sent word that you had arrived. Lady Minfilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. And we are getting an item that we do not need, so the coin we take. And there she is.
あなたが噂の冒険者ね。私はミンフィリア。この暁の決命の名手です。待ってたわ。こちらへどうぞ。悪いようにはしないから安心して。
I think she said we're not bad people. Not we're among friends. I think she said.
いろいろ聞きたいことはあると思うけど。まずは私たち暁の決命について説明した方がいいかしらね。
That should be correct.
私たち暁の決命は国家間の垣根を越えてエオルゼア全土で活動している団体です。私たちの目的は一つ。神々に愛されし地、このエオルゼアを救済すること。そのためにエオルゼア、いえ、世界が抱える脅威である蛮神問題の解決に向けて取り組んでいます。この暁の決命にはあなたと同じ不思議な力を持つ人が何人かいるの。この不思議な力にはいくつか種類があるのだけれど、あなたはこれまでにこんな経験をしたことがないかしら。ノイズのような感覚、何かに吸い込まれるような感覚、まるで幻のように浮かび上がる風景。それこそがあなたの能力。精神の壁を越え相手を見ることができる超える力よ。超える力は言葉の壁を超える力、心の壁を超える力。
Koe no chikara should mean the power of voice, not the echo, I believe. Because koe is voice and chikara is power. So it should be the power of voice, shouldn't it be?
そして幻のごとく過去を見ることができる時間の壁を越える力。さすがに過去が見えるだけで相手と会話したり結果を変えたりなんてことはできないわ。様々な能力の中でもこの超える力は特殊なもの。あなたはその中でも強い力を持つ。
There's a reason for that.
ただこの力は自分で発動をコントロールできないところが悩ましいのよね。そう、私もあなたと同じ力、その超える力の能力者の一人よ。
Can't say anything.
さて本題よ。私たちの目的、エオルゼアの救済のためには蛮神問題の解決が不可欠。そのためには国家、組織、種族、言葉、それに主義や思想、あらゆる壁を越えた対策をしなくてはならない。そこであなたの力が必要になる。私たち暁の決命に協力してほしいの。
I'm kind of bigger than every single one of them.
あなたの能力、超える力は万神への切り札ともなるもの。 万神問題を解決するため、世界を救うために必要な力よ。
Just as a size difference, my hand is about as big as Papa Limo's head. So,
あなたがエオルゼアを歩く冒険者として何を求め、何に
My chocobo has turned into a phoenix.
No, he's now a Focobo because he's a fire chocobo. He's a Focobo.
He's a Focobo. Anyone ordered roast chicken?
でも、この先も冒険者として生きるためには、もっとエオルゼアを知る必要があるでしょ。そして、そのエオルゼアには万神問題がある。私たちと行動して万神問題を追うことは、エオルゼアを知るのに最も近道だと思うわ。
Well, I don't have much of a choice now, do I? Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied for you. The right to employ retainers, for example, are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. Basically the bank in this game. Oh shit.
The papers you requested, my lady.
I like Berliners. They're writing not a lot, so... Thank you, Tartaru.
The pleasure is mine, my lady.
By way of welcoming gift, I have taken liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this agreement. But believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as the evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal beliefs, well, objectives. In return, we ask you to aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship. I am sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what it is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall trust you to our order's password, which members use to reach one another when afield. The password is Stackenblocken. It is Stackenblocken. That's the password. Stackenblocken. And if you don't know what Stackenblocken is, pause this video, open YouTube, and just YouTube Stackenblocken.
Stackenblocken.
It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. They say pray a lot. Retainers are now available. No? What?
No, it wasn't with you. Sorry.
Okay.
It's.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of bouncy going on both sides over here.
Yeah, unfortunately I can't show that, but the character bopping on the right, she is by class, because everybody in this game is some sort of class. She's a monk, and that is like the usual monk stance of attacking.
Yeah, but it's like the situation is grave, and there's her all bopping away, and there's the
Yeah,
other
she's
guy
very
bopping away.
excited. Yeah, she's very excited to deal out pain. We Scions have but one objective: to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among the gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Sion. Well, let's just use the right password, right?
早速使ってるわね。協力してくれると受け取っていいのかしら。
What the?
よかった。
What?
ありがとう。
Oh shit.
きっと協力してくれると思っていたの。では改めて暁の決命の仲間たちを紹介しなきゃ。
This is the reason we're playing in Japanese voiceover. I really like the voiceover. I think the voiceover in Japanese is great. Really, really, really good.
シャーレアンという言葉に聞き覚えはあるかしら。
I can't say anything about the Sharlayans. That would be so much spoiler.
エオルゼア六大都市の一つで、アルデナード小大陸の北西にある都市国家よ。あ、いえ、正確にはあったと言うべきかしらね。彼らは古の地に精通し、エーテル学や魔法の分野では帝国さえ凌駕する知識と技術を持っていたの。そんなシャーレアンの中で賢人と呼ばれる人々が結成したのが救世使命。エオルゼアが滅亡から逃れる希望があると信じてこの地に残って活動してくれた集団よ。他の住民は北洋の本国に帰ってしまったけどね。彼らがそのシャーレアンの賢人たち。彼女がイダ、隣がパパリモよ。二人とも森の都グリダニアの調査を担当しているわ。よろしくね。よろしく。次、彼はサンクレット。
It's Thongray.
砂の都ウルダ派の調査の担当者だ。
It's Thongray.
よろしくな。
Hi, my
彼
dude.
女はヤシトラだ。海の都リムサロミンサの調査の担当をしている。
You may be what?
What?
You wanted to say something about Thancred?
No, I said hello, my dude. I'm just enjoying the view.
Okay.
よろしくね。
Well, that's my eye candy then. Big fan of Ishtola.
待っていたわ。
She's great.
最後に彼はウリエンジョーギュレ。
Urianger.
この本部の執務長よ。
So we have Thongray and we have Urianger. And then we have someone who I can't say because we don't know the name yet. Oh well, that will come later.
It's kind of funny because
月明輝けども必ずや暁迎えん。我が友の言葉、この出会いに感謝を。
我々は5年前のカルテーノの戦いで痛手を負い、指導者を失った。そして我々と歩みを共にしていたミンフィリアたちと暁の決命を結成したの。
I'm kinda disappointed. This is not really a spoiler, but we never get one of those Scion tattoos, which is kinda odd. We're never giving the choice.
このように能力者とシャーレアンの賢人を中心に暁の決命は多くの名員で構成されているわ。そして彼女、受付や事務処理を担当しているタタルさんよ。
The monster is speaking.
よろしくです。
The pain.
みんなで
A lightning strike in my neck.
けど頼みがあるの。ウリエンジェさん、バルデシオン委員会からの資料は届いてる？
ええ、こちらに。
ウルド派のグランドカンパニー不滅隊からある事件への協力要請があったの。サンクレット、説明をお願いできるかしら。
事件の概要はこうだ。七輪銀山で採掘されたクリスタルを運ぶアマジナ鉱山社系のキャラバンが襲撃された。それだけじゃない。時を同じくしてウルダハ近辺の貧民窟から幾人もの人が消えている。
クリスタル強奪事件と誘拐事件ってところね。本来こういった事件は治安維持も務めるグランドカンパニーの仕事だわ。でもこの事件、おそらく蛮神が絡んでいる。
This game really has long cutscenes.
現場に残っていた手口、おそらく首謀者はウルダ派に住むアマルジャ族だ。アマルジャ族にはクリスタルを強奪したり人を誘拐する理由がある。それこそが蛮神関連ってわけだ。
あなたに蛮神問題を理解してもらうためにもこの事件に関わってほしいの。ありがとう。ウルダ派の事情には担当でもあるサンクレットが詳しいわ。彼にあなたを支援してもらいます。
俺に任せてくれ。よろしくな。
Alright, that was a chilly 20 minutes of cutscenes. Something like that. Alrighty. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crime which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we'll make in relation to the one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on the caravan, our friends at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security all over their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abductions should be our priority. According to the preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see what he gives us in full cooperation. So, Camp Drybone, have not seen that one before. So, a big walkie we have to go. So, let's go to Ulbla and have a long walk until Camp Drybone. And Fox is reaching quite far already in the main story, which is very cool. You will unlock many few things once you are done with the level 50 quest. And you're off to Havensward. But you are currently playing 2.0 Fox, which means this is what we call post-patch. So everything that comes after patch 2.0, so 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, and so forth, is also story that you have to play. And you have to play until 2.55. So you have to play through 5 major patches of story as well until you reach Havensward. So that is a lot of content. A lot of content. So we're almost at Blackbrush Station. If we would level a crafter, this is where you would unlock materia melding and materia extraction. So if you are, and highly recommended, getting all of your crafters to level 15, 20-ish, between that, you should go here and do your materia melding and extraction quests, because these are pretty important actually in the end game when it comes to doing the relic weapons. Relic weapons used to be the non-raid version of the super or strongest weapons you can obtain in each add-on. However, you can redo old relic quests or relic weapons in this case, and that means you can obtain them for style, but you have to do them as they were designed, which includes, in the case of the classic A Realm Reborn relics, materia melding. So if you want to do A Realm Reborn relics, which are called the Zeta relics, you need materia melding. No way around it. Technically, you can have someone else melt the materia for you. I don't know. I personally, I like to be self-sufficient. And you can unlock and level and use every crafter in the game, so might as well do it. So, this episode has about, I believe, 25-ish minutes going for it, so we can still do a lot of things. However, I think in Camp Drybone is where we are cutting off the main story quest, and we are focusing on our Marauder quest to get that up, a few miscellaneous quests here and there, so that we have every single quest on stream and on recording, and then we're switching over to Izalith Danza. Come down here. Get our Aetheryte. Like so. Infilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here come to look for me to... Oh, I need to redo that one, I'm sorry. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I will do all that I can do to help see the victims safely returned. Unsolved mystery, we still can do that? Let us get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amalja culprits in all of this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by the Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay in the dark in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers here at the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Adama Landama, couldn't you have chosen a better name? In a sense, wishing no more than that. In a sense, wishing no more than pay their respects to the dead. I can't read today. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels can catch their scent, but I know if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalja will seek in the area. So let's touchy some corpses, because that is a wonderful thing to do.
Oh
yeah, it's all coming together.
I should use more buttons. I always say that, and then I forget to use my buttons.
I hardly heard it.
Yes, because it was Kronk and it was very, very quiet, and I should probably increase the sound of Kronk. Oh, we have our third combo now. Woo! What are you trying to do?
Nothing.
I saw that you went to the wrong place. There is an inn to the right side. There's an inn to the right side.
Yes, I need to go in on the right side.
Yup. Let's retrieve the corpses. The ripe corpses. You know? Because touching corpses is...
Oh, what the fart?
That.
It's been a while since you used that button.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'd like to use them more.
What the heck?
It is good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? With the bodies given back to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day, I thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarries unaware. Ah, so they were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the low-born disappearing is all but confirmed. But I sense there's more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amarja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day. Even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? And that is the quest, what poor people think. What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we find the reason of the vanishings. Well, forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Angust, who was born here in Drybone and grew up at the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he is not like to speak to you. And that is the moment where we no longer continue the main story. We are now doing the miscellaneous quests. Next episode we're going to focus on the warrior quests, and then we switch on characters for probably the next stream. But we'll see. We'll switch characters pretty soon. So, first thing we're gonna unlock is the gold saucer, because Isa Lufthansa has unlocked the gold saucer but has not done the quests in it. So, let's unlock the gold saucer, shall we? You look confused. You need to say something, not shake the head. The people can't see you. Shake the head!
I was reading I can't say anything because it's all spoilers.
I know. Do be careful with those. Break anything and I shall be forced to deduct it from your salary. Beg pardon? This is my loyal manservant carrying? Why? A not so small fortune in prizes.
What?
What?
What? Sorry.
Don't just say what, just say what it happened. Don't do this anything of saying what and uh-oh and not do anything.
No, I didn't want to interrupt you. I apologize for interrupting you. It's just that all the enemies suddenly came out at me and I was like, who the heck are you behind me killing these enemies? And it's because another player turned up. How dare they?
Why, a not so small fortune prizes ably won by yours truly in the gold saucer. You have heard of the gold saucer? Nay? Ye gods, woman. You might at least try to keep up with the times. It's only the Sultanate's newest and finest place of entertainment. Thrilled to the sight of a majestic birds roaring down the straits at the chocobo races. Pit your wits against your peers at the triple tri tables. At the gold saucer, one can do all this and more. And if you know what you're about, you will walk out a wealthier woman than you entered. If there is a better place to shake off one's cares after a grueling day of promenading, I've never heard of it. Did I mention prices? But I dare say you would rather discover them for yourself. Yes, I'll wager you're wondering just how in Thal's good name you can experience the wonders of the gold saucer firsthand. Am I right or am I right? Thought as much. Well, since this has been my lucky day, I don't see why it shouldn't be yours too. So it just happened to have a spare golden airship tickets, you see. Consider it a gift for me to you, milady. Just show that ticket to the fine lady over the landing, and you will have a seat on the next airship bound to full revelry and riches. Be fairly warned though, you may expect no mercy from me should our paths cross at the Triple Tri tables. Nay, not so much of an ons. Let's go. That is not the way though. We need to go this way. Because we have to. If you don't
walk this way.
There you go. Eye candy. Eye candy. Eye candy. Move on. So, the airship landing we need to go. So let's talkie heary. This is the reception desk for flights bound for the Mandeville Gold Saucer. Before proceeding, I must ask that you submit your ticket for inspection. You do have a ticket, yes? It appears that everything's in order. An airship will be departing shortly before the next bell. Shall I reserve a seat for you? Obviously.
This is definitely referring to a casino in a certain place.
Yes, actually, Final Fantasy VII's Gold Saucer. Gold Saucer is directly taken from Final Fantasy VII.
Okay, and where was that taken from?
I think that's their own thing. Where would you refer it to?
Las Vegas.
That might have been an inspiration for your who was the writer? Final Fantasy VII. I actually don't know who the writer was. I actually don't know who the writer for Final Fantasy VII was. It is very Western inspired with Barrett and all. That is definitely true. And the Mandeville Gold Saucer. We're going to unlock the Aetherite, start the quest, and then we're gonna unlock more things. Mandeville Gold Saucer is now accessible. So we accept this quest, and then we go to our Aetherite, and then we move on. Welcome, honored guests, to the Mandeville Gold Saucer, where your wildest dreams are ever but a card or a chocobo's beak away from coming true. If this is your first visit, nothing more would please us. What? If this is your first visit, nothing would please us more than to give you a full tour of our establishment, that you may enjoy its wonders to the fullest. At the conclusion of the tour, it is our custom to offer our esteemed patrons a complimentary gift straight from the vaults of our illustrious proprietor himself. Consider it Lord Mandeville's way of personally thanking you for your patronage. Should you wish to take the tour, pray proceed to the main counter over there and speak with the receptionist. On behalf of the management, may I take this opportunity to thank you for choosing Gold Saucer. Rest assured, my colleagues and I will spare no effort in seeing that your visit is a pleasant and profitable. May fortune smile upon you. May fortune favor us all. Or may the fortunes be ever in your favor. Big fan of the Hunger Games, but I would consider Hunger Games incredibly stupid. But big fan of Hunger Games.
That's why we love it, and I will make you watch Divergent because it's just if stupid, if not more stupid.
Okay. So
And
we
we're
have
gonna watch
unlocked
it
the
together.
gold saucer. Now we go to Western Tanalan, but we are going to the Waking Sands, actually. We're going to the Waking Sands. Because I want to have all the unlocks basically also on recording. So let's go and do the unlocks on the recording. Like the hairdresser, the glamour, the dye system. I want to have all of that on the recording basically. So color your world. Let's go color your world first. And you there, yes you! The decisively unfashionable adventurer. I'm actually looking quite okay currently. Gods be good! Never in my life have I seen such a unapologetic focus on function at extreme cost of form. The mere sight of your fare makes my eyes bleed. Well, thank you, I guess. And as a lover of all aesthetically pleasing, I cannot in good conscience allow you to continue roaming the realm in that sorry state. I believe your appearance can be yet salvaged through the use of color, she says to someone wearing only white and gray and black.
Look, I found you.
And has unlocked the coloring system to only color his clothing white, gray, and black. So, I chose my colors well. I will teach you how to go about dyeing your outfit, but first I must have a drink. The heat has given me a vicious thirst, and I won't be able to talk for any length of time. Be a dear and buy me a bottle of orange juice at the stall by the northern gates, would ya? Once I have moistened my throat, I shall see to the business of remedying your appearance. Well, she said moist. So we will get her moist. Let's buy something to get her moist. With, where is it? Orange juice. So let's get her moist.
Say so many things.
Well, say it then.
No,
Coward.
no, not on stream.
Coward. Pray tell, have you brought my orange juice? Lest have you forgotten, the merchant who sells it can be found just north of the gates. There is your orange juice, woman. Oh, whew, that's a relief. Finally, I can teach you how to bring color into your life. Listen well. There are handy items called colorants, which allow folk to dye their outfits in a veritable rainbow of colors. These colorants are so simple to use, adventurers have no excuse to yawn so unconsciously. Lest you worry about dyeing will affect your garment's precious properties, you may rest assured it will not. The practicality you adventurers love so much will not suffer at the change in appearance. A change for the better. It should also gladden you to know that garments can be dyed repeatedly, so there is no fear of getting locked into one color. The garish pink that seemed like such a wonderful idea after a dozen glasses of red can be undone. We don't advocate drinking. And that is all you need for dyeing your gear. Now, what about you waiting for? Get out there and bring some color in your life. Now we have the dyeing system. Now we get the glamour system, which is a big in this game, because fashion fantasy is definitely a thing. Oh dear, dear, dear. This will never do. My sense of aesthetics simply won't allow it. How can you go out dressed like that? I think that actually looks quite fine. My dear, only if you'd spare a thought for style and coordination. I hope your garb holds up during a scuffle, because there's little else going for it. That's it, I've made up my mind. From this day forth, I'll take it up myself to save you from any more fashion disasters. Let me see. So that much needs to be addressed, but where do we even begin? Be a dear and give me a drink. I'm feeling rather parched, and this is a matter best discussed over a glass of something cold. Go to the pissed Paiste and ask Folkled to have some bloody orange juice. Tell her to make sure it's no pop in it. Now off you go. So she needs to be moist again. So let's make her moist. So let's get some moisturizer. Oh, Swirgame sent you, did she? That woman, I've never known anyone to be so lazy. Would it kill her to come here and get it herself? Here you are. You shouldn't let her push you around, you know? Give her an elm and she will take him home. What? Because I say moist. Just say it.
No. No. I'm stuck. I can't find the sparkly thing. Oh, I found the sparkly thing.
Okay. You can write it to me on WhatsApp. So, what drink is coming along? Oh, delicious! Nothing better than nothing better on a hot day. Some say I have expensive tastes, but life's too short to be settled for second best. Of course, this extends to my choice of wardrobe too. Now that I'm feeling refreshed, shall we get started? Do you know, dear, you look a lot less drab if you knew how to apply glamours. What's glamour, you ask? Well, the use of glamour prisms as a catalyst to project the image of one item to another. It's just an illusion, mind, but it is very convincing. This means that the original object stays essentially the same. It just takes on a new appearance, that is all. Remember, if you fancy a change, you don't have to stick with the same glamour. Just apply another one on top, or just use a glamour dispeller to return the object, you know. And why sacrifice style for such a humdrum trifles as durability or protection from bodily harm? Limitless possibilities for self-expressions are just a couple of glamours away. Go ahead and give it a try, and do make it quick, dear. For my sake, I am finding your uninspired attire more and more offensive with each passing moment. That is not even, like, offensive. You coward. So now we have glamours. Now we have to unlock one more thing, and that is the esthetician for the hair. So we go to lower decks, and we have to unlock the retainers, but we have not yet unlocked the ill-conceived adventure. So we have to do that here as well. Now, our retainers are, I believe, already unlocked, but there is no quest. I believe there was a quest once to unlock retainers. I believe we can just simply start retainers now, right? Hire a retainer. Yes. So we could simply hire a retainer now. Let's load a save progress. Let's just, I don't know. Let's save, let's get a Viera, for example. Let's get a Viera. And let's see. So now we have a lively retainer, and now we hire this retainer, and now we go streamy Viera because she's not going to be used. So she's drafting the proper retainer documentation. Now we have a retainer, and now the ill-conceived venture is available to give our retainer a class, so it becomes an actual job in the game. However, this is not unlocked yet on Isla Lufthansa, so this is where we will keep it off. Alrighty, now to the esthetician we go. Now we go to the after castle, which is the aft castle, but I always say after castle. And since we have to go to Limsa Bimsa anyways, because the mountain that strides, 2 more warrior quests, and then we're gonna switch on over. So, now, if we look into here, this is also what we need to unlock. This is our challenge log, which is basically weekly rewards that you do just by doing things, and you get a few extra. So let's unlock the challenge log. We all know how it feels to have one too many, and that is why I will not fault our patrons for much of what goes on at our tables. But is it too much to ask that they keep their belongings on their person when they leave? It wouldn't bother me so much if half of them didn't show up a week later, ranting and raving as if their drunken headlessness were somehow my fault. Take this impressive looking journal right here. It oft used as it seems to be, but I've no doubt its owner is tearing up in the town searching for his prized possession. A stranger he was, a swarthy Ryugadin who enjoyed his drink. Seemed to be getting well with one of our regulars, Quintenine. Perhaps you could still catch up with him and spare me the headache. I offer you a free drink, but last time I did that, Battaran docked my wages. Good on you, Battaran. Alrighty, so the unlock is down here with Quintenine. Have I seen who? Look, just cause I spent more nights at the wench than I'm me own home, doesn't mean that my mates and that I'm mates with every sod who comes stumbling through the doors. Wait a minute. Well, technically they don't have doors here, so it's just open gates. Details. Wait a minute. That bloody book. Why didn't you say so sooner? And the tight-assed boss that drained 20 flagons and promptly passed out, leaving yours truly to foot the bill. Said he was heading for Airport. Yes, where else? That scurvy scop. Nemea Willen. He is still stranded at the ferry docks. Through the gods, no, it won't help me get my gil back. Alrighty. So we now have to go to Westlake, to the docks. And unlocking our challenge log. I think we have done that on Isolith. Pretty sure. So, down to the Fisherman's Guild we go. If you have business with me, be quick about it. My ferry and my next great adventure wait. My journal. Why, I thought I had it lost forever. Pardon my rudeness, friend. Perhaps I should have stopped after 19 flagons. Did you steal a glance at its pages, perchance? No? Well, shame that. But this book contains, how I might say it, a record of my numerous adventures. Quite the inspiring read, if I say so myself. Which I believe I just did. You have the air of an adventurer about you if you're still untested. But take heart, even the most accomplished adventurer, and I speak from personal experience, was once a whelp with more dreams than sense. Were there only some way for me to repay you, but of course, I have a fresh journal right here that might as well have your name on it. Why not keep it a record of your own, that one day we might regale with each other's stories of our deeds. And with that, I shall be off for adventure, and a flagon or 20 of the realm's finest ale calls me. Fare you well on your journey, and next time you find yourself at the wench, do thank that Elazen fellow for his generosity. Horror! And now we have the challenge log, which is this thing right here, and just by doing regular things in the world, you get a few more rewards. And this right here, especially in the beginning, is very, very cool because you get quite some prize money for doing that. Let's unlock Agenda Lane. Let's unlock Agenda Lane, which is our dear esthetician. Alrighty, so now leaves, we're not going to get into leaves very much. If we're going to get into leaves, we might as well go into crafters as well. But tell me down in the comment section down below, do you actually want us to go into crafting and explain a little bit about crafting? Because then we would also go pretty deep into macros and macro making, because most of the crafting that we do is actually over macros and not with actual skills that we're going to press. So if you want to have us go into macros and crafting and the quests associated to it, you need to tell me down in the comment section below. If just main story and warrior quest is fine, then also that place. There is Beauty's Only Scalp Deep, and that is Gender Lane. You're either a brave woman or a fool, friend, to be wandering the streets of Limsa tonight with that slasher of a fisherman's bottom on the loose. You have not heard? There's a madman about. Why, it's to be said, he branches blades so long and sharp that they could gut a whale. And I unfortunately skipped the text box. That you're still standing before me tells you you don't scare as easily as the rest. Perhaps you could assist with the investigation. To start with, you might want to look into that scream I just heard outside. Okie dokie. So let's go into that scream. And I need to serve myself a drink because I have been talking non-stop for 2 hours now. You have learned the Imperial Salute. The best salute is still this one. Because into hell we dive, democracy arrives. That is still the best one. And Helldivers 2 is a lot of fun. What are you waiting for? That's him, the slasher! Apprehend him, toss him into the gaol, and throw away the key. Or gut him and feed his lifeless body to the sharks. For all I care, just do something. Woe is me. Whatever did I do to deserve this cruel fate? For 6 moons I have saved every last gill of my husband's hard-earned wage, foregoing new shoes, new purse, and sometimes even food for our children. And all in anticipation for this day. So you use your husband's money, you didn't buy your children food, and you're using the money for yourself? What?
That's what fashion does to you.
That's exactly what I wanted to ask. Fox, what is your opinion on that?
I hate fashion.
Good answer. Nice save. Nice save.
Well, you know how much I love shopping.
Oh,
which means not
she's doing that.
I mean, okay. How difficult is it for me to find shoes?
You go into the children's section.
Yes, and I still can't find them.
Look, if there is ever a Lalafell that has grown a little bit too big, it would be that one. What's so special about today, you ask? Why, this marks the day of arrival of a world-renowned esthetician. In Limsa, my endless patience and self-control were to be rewarded with a hair-raising transformation that would have every fashion-conscious Limsalin oohing and awing in admiration. Instead, I find myself accosted by this lecherous lout. Speaking of which, weren't you going to do something about this? Go ahead and have your way with him. I doubt he has anything to say for himself. Now, let's point doubt at him. Oh, the ignominy of it all. Of course, you take her side for shame. There is no one sympathetic here in this entire nation. An artiste of my renown should be welcomed with open arms, and a 21 cannon salute instead. I am branded a criminal, and the tools of my trade, nay, the extension of my very soul, ripped unceremoniously from my person like barnacles from sight of a frigate. I will not last long in my wicked state. No, even as we speak, the world around me grows dim. With my dying breaths, I speak unto you 3 names, 3 kind souls who may yet put right what has gone so frightfully wrong. Forgemaster Hanantasy of Naldic and Vimelis, Guildmaster Beatin of the Gredanian Carpenters Guild, and Severian of the Alchemist Guild in Ul'dah. If there is an ounce of compassion in you, seek them out and tell them Jandalain sent you. When my soul is restored and my name is rightfully clear, all of Limsa, nay, the entire realm, will sing your praises. For I, Jandalain, am none other than the Hi, Hop. Yes. We are in episode 11. We are in episode 11, 1 episode per hour of the entire story with a new character, because it's been 14 years since I have played this entire story, and might as well do it on a new character. So that is what we are going to do. we're going to play the entire story of Final Fantasy. So that's 300 plus episodes. 400
And I
plus
need to
episodes.
try and pronounce that.
Huh?
I need to try and pronounce that. Oyer Hochwohlgeboren.
Not bad. I'll accept that one. Gendelaine sent you. Let me guess. The Burmese fools lost his tools. Pardon me, the appendages of his very soul. Again, it is thrashing and tossing like in the end of the days is nigh. The man brings it on himself. If he toned down the theatrics and went about his work like an earnest craftsman, I dare say he would save himself these misunderstandings. No, I have not a whit of sympathy for the fool. You, however, have my pity indeed for having to play audience to this whinging. Any road. This should shut him up for a while. Tell him that if he loses these, I'll graft the next pair into his bloody hands. So, Hanantasy has given us the stuff. Let's go to the Carpenter's Guild in Gritze. So, let's go. You got an 8 out of 10 from Hob, so not too bad.
Thank you, Hob.
That was acceptable.
I will try better.
That was acceptable. There's still a lot of rolling the R's. So, Euer Hochwohlgeboren. There was a lot of rolling the R's. So...
Well, you know I like rolling my R's.
Yes, you are very good at that. A message from Gendelaine, you say. So he's lost another one. Does the man not understand that the wood doesn't simply grow on... well, actually it does. But at least in a manner of speaking, but the fact remains that resources are in short supply. For all his flowery words, if his tools were truly an extension of his very being, one would think he would find a way to hold onto them for more than a fortnight or two. Gendelaine's skills are not to be doubted, but his temperament leaves much to be desired. Still, this is not my place to judge. Take this to him and let us both hope that he will right his ways. Yes, no problem if you got the ads. Basically, we are going to play the entire story from A Realm Reborn to Dawn Trail and beyond on this character until we catch up with Hitomi Sansa, which is the main character. So until we catch up with this character will replay the entire story, and we will record absolutely everything here on the Twitch side, on the YouTube side as well, because we're streaming on YouTube now. And basically it will be entirely the main story quest that is the focus, and obviously our warrior quest, because we are maining warrior for the exposition. And if we go into crafters and everything around the crafters, the comment section on YouTube needs to tell me. Twitch can also tell me that as well, if we should go into crafters, yes or no. But that obviously lengthens the playthrough. But yes, we're going to do the entire story for YouTube, and not in a New Game Plus fashion. Might as well do it on a new character, right? And do it like with fresh gear and not overpower relic gear and all of that stuff. So we do it as fresh and as true to the game as we can. So that's the idea. That is why we're doing this. And we googled it a couple of episodes before. We googled how long it roughly takes from A Realm Reborn to Dawn Trail, and Google spat out roughly 310 hours. We're doing an hour per episode, so this is roughly 300 episodes, but delays here and there, shortcomings here and there. I reckon we have about 350 episodes of Final Fantasy XIV until we're finished with Dawn Trail. That's a lot. Say no to crafters. Yes, that's what I would think as well. Between quest and tome gear, you should be good enough to never really need much more. Yes. But again, having the true experience of leveling a character so that we have not the overpowered stuff available. So that is why we create basically a new character for the story. But this character is on Zodiark. We have managed to do the main story quest until level 18. We're going to do the warrior quest until level 25. And we're finishing up now the unlocks because we have a character ready on Shiva, my main server, where all of my friends are. And we're going to switch on over to Shiva on the next episode, or after the next episode, so that we can finally play with our friends without much of a problem. I know server travel exists, but I want to play on the same server as my friends. It makes it just a little bit easier. You've come on the behalf of Jandalane. Why, I just furnished him with a fresh batch of my special creations last week. I realize the man's services are in demand, but it would be physically impossible for him to exhaust the entire supply so soon. Stolen, you say? Unfortunate turn of events indeed, but if not entirely unexpected. You see, the man is something of a genius, and a genius is often misunderstood by modest minds. Trust me, I speak from extensive personal experience. Yes, great minds must band together in trying times, lest the realm be deprived of our talents. So I command you, deliver this parcel to Jandalane with all speed. Well, you would have to follow along to the story, obviously, that we're progressing here. We're trying to do Monday through Friday and 3 episodes, so 3 hours, 3 episodes per stream. But we have breaks in between and such, so we'll try to keep up, basically. And you're free to play along the progress that we are. Obviously, if you are progressing beyond us, no spoilers and such. The voice lines are in Japanese, however, I am voicing every single text box myself that is not voiced by the game. Why are the voice lines in Japanese? Because I quite like them. I think the Japanese is well voiced in the game, so that's why it is on Japanese. So it's basically anime style cutscenes. If there is an ounce of compassion in you, friend, I beg of you, retrieve me for the tools of my trade. For I am none other than Jandalane, Could this be? Yes, I can feel it. The light returns to my eyes. Power courses through my fingers. I live. Wait, I have scissors here too.
You mean you actually found them first go?
I actually have scissors here too. I actually...
Yeah, the hair.
No, I don't have my comb here.
The hair.
Huh? What?
You're more or less there with the hair.
I mean,
yeah, nearly.
I mean, I could use an esthetician, really. I mean, I could. I'm definitely sending something to space right here. But I can't really... Maybe Jandalane could do something about that. And as I live, this unspeakable embodiment of ugliness must die. Begone, foul demon! Ah! Green hair is a crime. And so do I ask, how do you feel, madam? Why, but in a single magnificent moment, I traveled beyond the void and returned to life as the embodiment of all that is beautiful in this world. Could it be? Yes, it must. How else to explain such power? You are the one who is coming, was foretold. You, yes, you are the esthetician. I'm probably saying this wrong. In the flesh, madam, I am Jandalane, crafter of quirves, so divine that Memphina herself doth begrudge my clientele of their beauty. But let us speak of you, madam, for where a moment ago stood on a fashion challenge frump, now stands a beauty reborn. I'll read the text pretty soon. I need to do the cutscene first. Oh no, he's attacking me! And you are the one I must thank for reviving my soul, that I might once again bestow my gifts on a realm bereft of beauty. Kindness I intend to repay in full. Do you fear your own hairstyle in becoming passé? Fear the specter of ugliness threatening to consume you? Fear not, friend, for it shall not survive my wrath. Nothing happened. It's so stupid. As the madam before you, as this very realm we call home, from the abyss of unfathomable drabness you shall rise anew. My clients have been known to make reservation moons, even years in advance, but you shall know no such troubles. No, for providing a staunch ally in good taste, to when all others turn a blind eye, I gladly place myself at your beck and call. Yes, next time you find yourself plagued by an aesthetic ennui, you need only ring the crystal bell from the comfort of any inn room at which you have taken up lodgings. Gendelaine shall hasten to the scene, yes, in a flash, the dreary, uninspired life you have hit hereto now shall end. You shall travel to the realm beyond and return as a beauty reborn. Terrible. I give you this as a token of trust between us. Treasure it, for it is the key to a world of aesthetics wonders ordinary woman shall never know. Now look at the walk he does. Look at the walk in the next scene. Oh, Master Gendelaine, do come back! I've not made my next appointment! Look at the walk. And the little skip he does. Terrible. Such a good cutscene. So good. You mean you're kind of busy, but probably should have a few speedrun chars around the end of Realm Reborn, so by the time you get there, the schedules could clean up big and gun as well. Sure. Keep me up to date if you wouldn't mind when you're getting towards the end of A Realm Reborn. In about 70 episodes, so 70 hours, so that is 15 per week, so in about 5 weeks, something like that. But Path of Exile 2 is coming around, so maybe 7 weeks. That's a lot of story.
8 weeks.
There's a lot of story in this game. Now we have unlocked the Esthetician. Now, obviously, the stream continues, but we're finishing up episode 11 right here. And next episode, we're going to see the last 2 warrior quests, level 20 and 25. And once that is done, we're switching over to Izalith on the Shiva server, because that means we can finally continue with our friends and everything, and grouping up and dungeoning and all of that stuff is much easier. Like I said, I know server travel exists, but we wanted to have easy, and we want to have access to my house and to our friends' houses and all of that stuff. So thank you very much for watching. This has been episode 11, twitch.tv/Hanantasy, LivePlay HZTV on YouTube. If you want to become a Pokemon like these two right here, you have to go to the Twitch side, then you are visible on stream. If you just want to hang out on the YouTube side, that's totally fine too, but you will not be visible right there. You will know where to find us. Please share the video, give it a like, interact with the video, because the YouTube algorithm really likes that. And let's be honest, that's all we care about as the creators. I unfortunately have to do it. Till next episode. Bye bye. And the stream obviously continues. You seemed you want to say something, Fox.
No, I'm just hanging out in good company.
Sure. So, I'm gonna take a short little break.
Call me out for the eye candy.
I actually didn't see, but okay. Is that your eye candy currently?
No, he's not actually that good looking.
I see. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take a short little break. I'm gonna go to the Golden Throne, and we're gonna continue in about 3 minutes. And
counting by Hanazaki.
Counting by Hanazaki, 3 minutes, and then we're gonna do the finishing of the warrior quests and the transition to the character. Be right back.
Ooh, a bell. Hours 18 minutes. No. So tomorrow. Alrighty. So from A to B to D to C. Okay. Undo. Patrol sweeping, okay. Don't forget to salute. Salute. I can salute. Greeting, okay. With an Back down there. Okay. Going the wrong way. What on earth is that?
So, let's say we edit. Yes.
I didn't say anything.
You look like you want to say something.
No, I was just wondering what this thing in front of me is. It's like a flying Evangelion. Oh, it's disappeared. It was a mount.
So let's do like so. Have a little clap as per usual, and then
Clap.
we go! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, episode 12, Rage Against the Warrior Machine. Let's finish up the warrior and then switch on over to the actual character that we are going to finish for the entire duration of the story. As we have said many times before, this is unfortunately a character that we couldn't create on our main server because the main server was full, but we have a character with the exact quest status that we have made here. The only change is that this character already has some glamour made, but we will look into glamour probably a few times over the course of the story. And yeah, we are on the exact same quest level everywhere, so that we are not missing out on anything. It is also the exact same character, so the appearance of this character is exactly the same. And we have our first spammer scammer that has been banned. So Saribot banned. Lever Lever-aged Kampu.
What?
So lever-aged Kampu.
Oh. What did I just do?
You just popped out of the game, maybe? You're being attacked. You okay? You okay?
Speak to us.
Speaking to us. You're definitely tapped out of the game. You're being killed. You're definitely tapped out of the game. Hello?
All better now.
Okay. So can you please survive?
The sound. Yeah, sorry. The sound just completely crashed.
Sound crashed, okay.
And now you're really, really, really loud.
I'm really loud. Okay.
Hang on, let me turn it down a second. Okay, that's better.
So I should whisper
Yeah, that was
now.
fun.
Go really close to the microphone and be ASMR, Hannah.
Oh gosh. ASMR. Oh my gosh. No. Yeah, sorry.
Let's do the warrior quest. John, there's trouble afoot.
Basically, it muted itself. Sorry.
Okay.
It muted itself for some reason.
Do you recall the lad whose parents were slain by the beast Kujata? The boy's grandfather, Nedard, but recently contacted us with worrisome news. Young Sigurd has gone missing. There have been sightings of Kujata in the area, and it would seem that the child felt compelled to seek the creature out. As you're familiar with the boy and his tragic tale, I would have you attend to this matter. My sister, Solquip, awaits you at the Bismarck. She has been apprised of the situation and will aid you in plotting a suitable course of action. So let's go to the Bismarck, which is the culinary side of Limsa, where we learn the culinary, or the cook, of this game. There's Solquip. Shion, I assume you're here to discuss the missing child, and not sample a bowl of a mutton stew. First thing is, I would advise against rushing off to peer under every rock in the countryside. We need more information to direct our research. I suggest that we head to the Red Rooster Steed and learn what more we can learn from Old Neddard. So, where is Old Neddard? He is at the very bottom, right? No, he is, unfortunately, at the lower Nanosea. Alright, the easiest would probably be to just go lower Nanosea here and just have a sprint over there. Oh. Alrighty. Yes. So, glamour is an interesting thing, because we all want to play fashion fantasy, right? And we all want to look cool, wear cool things, and have cool emotes and such. So I can't promise that we will ignore glamour forever. We might actually look into glamour here and there for an episode here and there, because want to look cool, right? Looking cool is gameplay, and I refuse to believe otherwise. I argued for the longest time that style and visuals is part of gameplay, and I will not be persuaded otherwise. Yes, style is gameplay. Visuals matter. Otherwise we would all be playing text-based games, and we're not, clearly. So we might spend a little bit time here and there for some style gear. I maybe have something here that I've not yet unlocked. Maybe. The style of the Mikot. Wanna have for the Roth girl. So. There's Neddard. Thank God's year. Me grandson is set on causing naught but trouble for you. But surely you knew how old the lad is feeling, how he's boiling with hate for that murderous beast. And at last time, when ye came along with like an avenging angel and showed him strength of your steel, well, ye lit a fire in his belly. He must have got his head to take revenge on the beast itself. Daft little bugger. Could have been the fox. Any road. Once ye heard Kujata had been spotted near Airport, why, he'd shot through that door like an arrow from a bow. And I ain't seen him here since. I beg of you, find me little Sigurd afore he gets himself stomped to death. That big bastard's arrow has spilled more than enough of me kin's blood. Our course is clear. We must set out for Ailport once. An old acquaintance of mine, Farstim, often stands guard at the port's gates. He might know something of the lad's whereabouts. Oh, let's speak to Farstim. One thing I don't know if all of the Aetherytes are the same. I actually haven't checked the Aetherytes. There might be 1 or 2 Aetherytes unlocked on Izalith. I'm not so sure, but let's face it, looking up Aetherytes goes a little step too far. So, have I seen the boy wandering around by himself? As a matter of fact, me and my fellow gate guards here have just watched a young lad traipsing off into the north. We were arguing whether or not to abandon our post and bring the child back ourselves. Large packs of jackals have been prowling to the wilds of late, so if you mean to head after him, pray so do quickly. Else I might even pass along the word to the Marauders Guild. You'll be better off with an extra blade or 2 at your back. So, let me get this straight. This guard right here didn't abandon his post even though a child ran into the wilds. So he put standing at his post above saving a child. Let's am I clear here? So priorities, I guess. So child safety is nothing, I guess, because I need to stand at my gate. Oh well. There's our first enemies. Let's kill our enemies. 1 down. I would really like to enable picture-in-picture down here, but I can't. Spoiler territory and such. Because it would be actually really cool to switch back and forth between the cameras, but I can't. There we have the next double battle. I could just simply spam AoEs, really. Because the Puck hatchlings here, we need a little bit of experience, because technically our character is level 29 on the other side. But levels in Final Fantasy really do not matter. You are leveling so fast in this game. You are so over leveled at any stage in this game that personal levels actually do not matter. And you know what? That is actually good, because the game is actually designed for you to level multiple classes and have fun with each and bring them up at a very high speed. So getting lots of experience is actually good. Have you found any sign of Sigurd? Because everything you do is locked behind the main story quest anyways. Personal level, doesn't matter. He must have been in a desperate hurry, indeed, to cast away his belongings in such a careless manner. I myself came across this wood axe, a tool the lad took from the steed, perhaps. God's below! Shion, get over here! And let's have a Kujata fight, I guess. And there he is. Well, at least he's brave, right? But stupidity and bravery are often quite the same thing. But stick is good. Stick is good. But broken neck as well. Not compatible with life, though. Pumpernickel. And he passed out. He wanted some pumpernickel. Then he passed out. That is
Flashbang number 13?
13, yes, that is flashbang number 13. Oh yeah, we are counting flashbangs if I haven't mentioned that. Any time the screen goes bright white and flashbangs my entire room into 5,000 lumens, we're counting the flashbang. And I think we're on flashbang 13 so far. So we're trying to count them. We're trying to count the flashbangs. There's the next pack of jackals, and there is the scarred jackal, which is the end boss of this this story quest, I think, this job quest. Well, no, technically it's a class quest, right? A marauder is a class. A crafter is a job, I think. I think that's how it's, yes. So we have classes and jobs. Okay, but our marauder is a class, but the warrior is a job. I think that's the terminology. Step aside! He's gonna kill steal. Fucker is gonna kill steal and loot steal. Runzun. Reargadin are massive. He breathes yet. Come down, you big loaf of meat. We withdraw with the red rooster steed. Follow my lead, Shion. No, we're not fighting. Oh, we're not fighting. Sadness. Sadness, Aberdeen. Okie dokie. So, whoops. Where do we need to go? Red Rooster Steed. Okay. Can we go there easily? No, we can't, right? So, easiest would be to get to Limsa, teleport out of the gate, and then walk up. So that would be the quickest, most likely. It is 2 loading zones, so that kind of sucks. But loading is quite quick, so it's totally fine. Let's get to the Tempest Gate. Load times are relatively quick, so that's fine. I need my mount. Oh, it's so slow. I need mounts. Fox, can you give me a mount? Can you give me a mount?
It depends what you want to mount.
A chocobo. Chocobo would be good.
Oh.
Nice save. Nice save, yo. Also, I'm getting hungry. I probably will put on the oven real quickly. Yeah.
No. Damn it.
You teleported wrong.
No, I was thinking of different things and I teleported wrong.
Mounting, sure, I guess.
Well, you know how much I like the mountains.
You actually do. Wanna tell a little bit of that?
Good save.
Good save, yo. Good save. You wanna entertain the people for a second? Because I need to put on the oven.
Yes, I like going up into the mountains and I like going horse riding. Because the mountains is nice and quiet and relaxing and quiet, and I can read. And I'm looking forward to reading Mass Effect because I need to read that book. Because otherwise Hannah will shout at me. But yes.
Entertainment. Okay, okay. Let's continue. Entertainment.
I need to go into the mountains because that way I can read more.
Have you read the first Mass Effect book yet?
No, because I've kind of been staying up late in company.
Well,
Good
that's kind of
company?
your
Actually,
fault because you're playing GeoGuessr all night. Kind of your fault.
No, I haven't been playing in the night. I've been playing in the morning, GeoGuessr.
Really? Okay. Because
Yes.
the last night you definitely played GeoGuessr.
No, I definitely didn't. I actually told you that, you daft sod.
Okay.
No. You actually said you believed me.
No, I believed you when you said you were going offline and you closed the game. That I believed you. But you played before going to bed. At night.
No.
Yes.
We were playing Final Fantasy. Last night we were playing Final Fantasy. I wasn't playing after that. How dare you accuse me of something that I didn't do? You owe me another 10 Berliners now.
10. That is like more toes than I have.
Well, not all in one go.
You brought him home. I don't get the words to thank you. Shoes in the bed. Huge crime. The lad's past the worst of it. He struck the head in the fall, though. It may be some time before he opens his eyes. Thank you for coming, brother. If you hadn't scattered those jackals when you did, I have done naught to earn your thanks. When I learned of the situation from Ailport, I realized the dangers were greater than I had anticipated. No single marauder could have hoped to fend off such numbers in time. Well, I kinda was doing fine, I guess. Pray accept my apologies, Neddard. You turned to us for help, and yet your grandson now lies before you, broken and battered. You risk your lives to save little Sigurd. I was a man to find fault with that. It's me who ought to be begging forgiveness for the wounds you took protecting me foolish boy. You needn't concern yourself with our well-being. Our training prepares us for such eventualities. There is not more we can accomplish here, Xion. It is time we return to the guild and focus on other tasks. Yes. And with level 56, Warrior becomes near immortal. And with level 70, Warrior technically becomes almost immortal. There has to be a really bad luck for a Warrior to die after level 70. And it only gets worse, so better, with higher levels. And I would be very surprised if Warrior's extreme power survives the next add-on. That would be insane, because we are far and wide so much better at surviving in this game than any other tank. I'm glad the lad will live, but I fear he will not be the last time Sigurd abandons caution in his thirst for vengeance against Kujata. The wound in his heart festers and seethes, feeding his impatience at our seeming inaction. But we must not think ill of the boy. Instead, let his helpless rage be a spur to our efforts. I say it again, Xion. Kujata will fall by our hand, and I will shape you into deadly weapon you need to be. So, gear-wise, we're doing fine. Weapon is actually an upgrade. Weapon is an upgrade. The Bleeder of the Pack. Xion, our near disastrous encounter with the pack of that follows Kujata has been preying on my mind. The overwhelming number of the beasts was beyond aught I had imagined. Even the most dedicated marauder could not hope to carve through that snarling wall of flesh. And if we cannot dispatch the pack, then Kujata remains beyond our reach. Thus I have prepared for you a trial that shall unleash your deepest reserves of destructive strength. We throw the fox on it. As before, a soul whip awaits you at the Bismarck to guide you on your path. No comment. Do not squander this opportunity for growth, Xion. The pride of the guild itself is right on the keen of your axe.
How many days?
9 days?
Exactly 2 weeks from now, at this moment.
Right.
I'll probably be sitting quietly on the sofa with a Berliner in my hand.
And then being like they're like a little guinea pig
Yes.
and eating it. Let's talk to Soul Weeper again. She's kind of doing more work than Win, really. You have word from my brother. Nah, the pride of the guild, eh? My brother has placed quite a burden on your shoulders, it seems. But from what I have witnessed, if any marauder has a skill to determine and determination to put down Kujata, then it is you. And there is, of course, a matter of Sigurd's vengeance. You don't want to disappoint the poor boy now, do you? Let us be about this trial, Shion. You want to say something? You're saying a lot.
Are they sure they want me to drive this thing?
Oh, that is not much of a spoiler, but she is, well, she's on a machine now. And, well, the Fox calls herself a really good driver, but I have seen her orientation skills, so I wouldn't actually put any mechanized wheels, or in this case, legs, in her control, so I would be scared. Let us be about this trial, Shion. Shall I meet you on the Salt Strand in Lower Nanosea, where training is going to take place, Well, naturally, I will be there. Without me, you're like to forget to tend to your wound and bleed to death. Well, yes, I would actually bleed to death. So, let's go down to business to defeat Kujata. Did they send me warriors when I asked for marauders? No, the other way around. So let's head on over there. And that would be the last quest this character will do. Then we head on over to Izalith, get our bearings, and then we are going to finish the episode and finish up the first week of Final Fantasy XIV. And that has been a lot of fun. We've made a lot of progress. However, this is still a huge and giant game. And there's a lot of stuff to come. If you want to see something specific, guys, on the YouTube comment section, tell me down in the comment section down below if you want to see something specific. And as a reminder, on level 20, we are going to choose our Grand Company, and you guys also here in the live chat on Twitch and YouTube, you guys can choose which Grand Company I am going to take, but you need to tell me why this Grand Company is better than the others. Well, this should be the place. I don't see, you do sense the encroaching aura of violence, Shion. Pray unlimber that axe of yours. And let's go. This is easy enough. Let's use the crits on the next wave. Let's see. It seems to be the last of them. Compared what we did have to face before, though, it wasn't terribly. So this is the indomitable Shion Zanza. Who in the seven hells are you? Wait, is that who that might be, right? We have deemed you worthy of our challenge. Come, Marauder, let us test the edge of your steel. Oh, brother. Well, if that ain't brother, if that ain't our dear Rinzen, then I don't know what it is. Let's get the Marauders. Let's activate our crits and let's tore them another hole. And there we go. Crits are indeed powerful. There's the next wave. We still have crit available. And we actually got Stone Skin, which is no longer available for white mages. They removed that. So no, Stone Skin is actually in the game, I think. Protest is no longer in the game, and Valum is no longer in the game. I think Protest and Valum have been removed. I think Stone Skin is still available. I think. I don't play healer, and I never will. So It seems my underlings have provided you with poor sport. Very well, I shall take your measure with my own blade. Do not think to show me quarter, Shion, for I shall surely show you none. Defeat the familiar marauder. Oh well. Let's punch him in the face, I guess. Can I actually stun him? Yep, I can. So I can kick him in the face and stun him. Absolutely no problem. Not even close. I yield. Your strength has humbled us all. Aye, it might just be enough. We're done here, my colleagues. Draw away those who cannot stand. Your display of prowess was truly impressive, Shion. Worthy indeed. What a ridiculous charade. Did he honestly think we couldn't see through those paltry disguise? Though I am confident my brother's act was not born of malice. Rather, he hoped by concealing his identity that the trial would seem more threatening, and thus increasing its effectiveness. Not an entirely successful undertaking, but one must appreciate his intentions. It is time you return to the guild. Oh, and as a favor of me, pray indulge Wernzen of his little deception. Subterfuge is not a marauder's forte. And does this finish the quest? This does indeed finish the quest, which means we are on our way to finish up this character, and we're going to switch to the primary one. So let's finish this up. Shion, I have heard of your skirmish at the Salt Strand. You did well to topple opponents with such formidable skill. But let us not dwell on the nature of those masked men. What is important is your triumph in the face of overwhelming odds. Your fellow marauders are honored to have you swing your axe in the guild's name. They stand behind you, one and all, as you prepare to overcome the greatest trial yet. Aye, the time has come for you to bring Kushita's bloody rampart to an end. When next he rears his horrible horned head, you shall be ready to bury your blade in his skull. And this marks the end of this character. We have reached level 28. The other character is 29. This one level shall not make much of a difference. I can't even speak anymore. It is Friday, 23 o'clock. And I'm pretty done with this week because I have done so much work this week. I am very much done. So let's switch world. Let's switch to Shiva. And obviously Hitomi Zanza is our main character. We have Sensara Zanza here, which is, well, a little funsies that I had teaching Fox the game in the very first week she played, and now she is off on her own, and I am trying to catch up with Isaliv Zanza, our dear Hrothgal. We will play for the remainder of this story, and as mentioned before, she has the exact same quest status that the other character had. So quest wise and text box wise, we are on the exact same level. The only thing she has done the novice hall, therefore she has the novice armor, and she has glamored said armor because she also has the ears, which are kind of the trademark of my characters. We always have the wolf's ears. We will never have not the wolf's ears. We will always have them because I like them a lot. And from the very first moment I saw them, I wanted them, and therefore we will have this as permanent head, and she will be the character you will see on every single screenshot of the YouTube side. So you will see her on every single screenshot. She is level 29 and her quests are complete. So as you can see, we have done Unsolved Mystery, we are on What Poor People Think, and on our class jobs we have a level 25 Bleeder of the Pack. We have done a few Lancer quests, but that was because I was bored and there was some downtime, and therefore I just unlocked the Lancer, but we will not be playing Lancer. We have not unlocked a single crafter or gatherer in the game. So this character is as close as we could have been on the other character. Just the glamoring we have done. We have a little bit of glamoring available. Outside of that, there is not much really. We have glamored indeed. So, guys, we'll cut this short because A, I am mega hungry. B, this has been a very long week. Thank you very much for watching. This was episode 12 of Final Fantasy XIV, or Hanantasy 14. We have reached the current character, the character we will play for the remainder of this series. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Guys, tell me down in the comment section down below. Look into crafters, not look into crafters, main story only with our warrior and class quests, and tell me which Grand Company I'm going to take and why. Fox, this is your second week with Final Fantasy, I think. How do you think Final Fantasy is so far? I think that's the second week with your character.
Yes, it's the second week. I'm enjoying it.
Very good.
It's fun.
Very good. Therefore, Fox, what are the last words of today's stream?
Don't forget to comment below on which Grand Company he should choose and why it should be Limsa Labimsa.
Limsa Labimsa, not Lobimsa. Sure. Labimsa.
Limsa Labimsa.
Limsa Labimsa is fine as well. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see each other next time. Next episode, you know where to find us. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.